system, let's turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got CeeDee Lamb closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Cowboys and the Texans next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First play, Mills looking to pass. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 80 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mills. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll work down inside the 45. The numbers for Zeke from last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, it's Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marlon, and good. It's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, it's Mills. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. To throw, Mills. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They start on the ground with Elliott. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. slot man moves right. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Desmond King back deep. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
right? He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On play action, Mills. Throw right side complete to Carter. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys' #1 Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night, you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Mills. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mills again. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mills to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
3rd and goal, Mills. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing, Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Mills to the air again. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw is Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Takes it at the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, C.D. Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, it's Prescott. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. From the 6. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. Mills now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Mills. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mills. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. From the 29, Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Mills, fourth down. Gotta have it. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he is going to have a Texans first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Mills. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Freeman is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second down and goal. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. T.Y. Hilton from 4 yards out. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Marr able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Kyle Long back from retirement, the guilty party on that one. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Mills. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Mills on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A give to Elliott. To about the 26 here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, Prescott here to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake, Mills. This is caught by Hilton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. First down, Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw again on second down, Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A 24-yard touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
One last shot from Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. What a performance. All those points.